Okay, so of course I'm gonna start with you, and just wanted to ask, before of course getting into music, you had a YouTube channel, and you posted content from like 2016 up until now. Has would you say your content has changed or has it stayed the same?
My content has absolutely changed. I've gone through many different eras on the internet. Um, but yeah, like this is probably like the most different era I've ever been in. But yeah, like definitely have changed a lot and change is good, so I'm not mad at that.
And what made you get into music?
I've always loved music. Music has always been a very big part of my life. Even back in the YouTube days, I was posting like music playlist videos, things I was listening to every day. And I've always kind of dabbled with just making my own music on like GarageBand up until now. Pretty much, I posted like a freestyle on TikTok, kind of as a joke. I wasn't trying to take music seriously, but everyone really loved it. And that's pretty much what happened with 345, which was the first song I put out.
And would you like to get a little bit more into that song that you first, came out with?
Um, sure. I mean, I feel like the song speaks for itself. I was really having fun. Like, it's a Michael Jackson sample. Um, I just kind of played around with like the sample and my lyrics, and that's what happened.
And again, mentioning earlier, you're from DC. What kind of representation would you like to put out there for artists from the DMV?
As in me being the inspiration? Okay. Well, if that's the case, I would like to show that, I mean, if I can do it, like anyone else really can. Like, I think it really just takes consistency, um, just to like, for physical representation, like other Black women, I would love for them to feel that they can dive into any art form that they would like to. Like, I've kind of flipped around from different art form to different art form, and I found something that sticks once again, but I've really fallen in love with it, and I hope that can inspire others for sure.
And your latest album, Plenty of Fish, what was the process behind that album? Any like inspiration? What kind of, I guess, like mindset when you were you in when creating that album?
Plenty of Fish is literally like it was kind of just like a fun moment that I had in the studio that I really just spoke from like what I was experiencing in my lifestyle. So I don't know, I think it resonates with a lot of people, which I do love. But overall, like it's just feel good music.
And describe your style and aesthetic. How do those things play into your career?
My style and aesthetic. Um, I don't like to put myself in a box at all. So I do feel that I don't necessarily have a specific aesthetic. But if I would like to put it under a label or a name, um, definitely versatile. So in that case, like I can look one way one day and then another way the other day and still be putting out the same type of music. So I don't know, like I really just look how I feel sometimes or sometimes I'd like to just shapeshift, try something new. So yeah, like visual things do play a big part in what inspires me. So sometimes it holds a like a big part of that, but sometimes it doesn't at all.
And I know as of recent, you were on the radar and you performed, I guess, one of your songs. Would you maybe want to talk about that performance and like how it went about, going on the radar?
Sure. On the radar was definitely a pivot point and a moment that really made me feel more confident in music. It was received very well by many people, and I made the song officially a year ago, and in January of 2025. So yeah, like the Geezer performance definitely blew up. Um, it felt really good to be received so well. So many people from back in the day that used to follow me on YouTube rediscovered me from that video. So um, that was just a very like full circle moment and warm feeling to just feel seen by people all over again. But yeah.
And what do you enjoy the most about being an artist, and what do you not enjoy?
Um, well, okay. I Let me start with what I don't enjoy and then end with what I do like about it. But I don't really enjoy um just like the wrong people seeing what I put out. You know what I mean? Like I don't want like people that aren't really my audience to give me their 2 cents on what I'm doing because it's like it's whatever. I don't know, it doesn't hold that much weight though. So like if they do comment, it's like whatever, you're giving me more engagement, bro. Like you can be a hater if you want, but like you're just broadening my voice. Like you're literally making me bigger by saying stuff like that. But the yeah, like the more negative things are usually just like haters and then privacy. But that's just like the cost of fame, truly. You do lose some of your privacy after a certain point. But the part I love about it is being seen artistically. It is a really good feeling to like put something out that you felt vulnerable creating, and then people receive it well. So even when people don't receive it well, it's just like I don't know. You have to fail a bunch of times before you succeed. So like I don't know. I've been in the public eye for a very long time, so like to feel even just like an inkling of like success after like all the hard work that's been put in, it really does boost your confidence. It really does like make you feel good.
And of course, before we get into talking about Women's History Month, I know that you're getting into some new music, and it's coming out next month. Which maybe we also want to talk about that.
Oh yeah, so I got a song coming out pretty soon. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but it's definitely a banger. I think people will be very excited about this. I put a snippet out many times, and it was received pretty well. So I'm excited for everyone to hear that.
Well, I'm excited to hear it as well and look forward to that. And of course, going to Women's History Month, um, some questions I do have, of course, is sorry. Mm, how do you navigate, I guess, the music industry? As a woman, like what kind of, I guess, challenges do you face?
Some of the challenges I face, um, well, I would say before I had like just like even a manager, it was definitely hard to be like taken seriously, without like kind of like a man like being in the room, like representing me or anything, or just someone else being there. I think it can just be rough. Like that's just what it's like being a woman, I think. But overall, like I don't know, sometimes men will try to like talk to you instead of like work with you, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm not trying to like date or anything, I'm literally just trying to work, bruh. But it's okay, like I don't know, like you just got to have discernment for real, and like good judgment for real.
And how do you encourage women empowerment in your music?
I feel like every song I put out will always have some sort of empowerment towards women or for women, because I literally like I don't know, like my family even listens to my music. Like, although they don't really like the lyrics sometimes, they do like what I'm saying overall. They don't like the cuss words as much. But um, I don't know, like I want women to feel good listening to my music. And I feel like that is why I have such a large just female audience.
And is there a woman figure in your life that you're inspired by? This could either be somebody like close to you, personal, or someone that you learned about, somebody who's inspired you, of course, with your music.
Um, Someone that has inspired me, honestly, I just would say my mom. But more so just because she taught me a lot in the sense of like even just how to treat men. And sometimes you can hear me reference that in my music. But yeah, like I reference her a lot actually. But I don't know. Yeah, shout out my mom.
And what are some things, I guess, oh, sorry, mm, what does woman empowerment mean to you?
Women empowerment means standing on business. Like standing on what you believe in. It truly is about just like actually being there for other women and supporting other women. Um, I don't know, like I feel like you gotta really like if you're gonna say you support women, like you really have to act on those things. So yeah, it's pretty much all I got.
And how do you go about supporting women?
um, I like to think that I don't know, even my close relationships, we support each other heavily. We don't play about each other. Um, I've always been taught to just support women through family. So um, just like believing women, um, uplifting women. Like if my friend starts like a new business, like you'll see me posting it for real. Like I've always kind of been that way. But yeah, I think it's a lifestyle. It's not something you just decide to do. It's like you have to be that and live that.
And I guess what are some things people should know about you?
Well, I'm from the DMV, born in DC, raised in Maryland, then was back in DC. But um I've been an artist my whole life. Music is just a new art form that I'm getting assimilated to, like when it comes to actually making it. Um, but I've always loved music. Music has always been like a rock in my life. So yeah, I truly do love what I do. Like I went to art school in high school. I went to Duke Ellington School of the Arts. Um, I live, breathe, eat art. Like I literally like I have to like be in art um just like community like 24/7. All of my friends are creatives. Um but yeah, like I try to implement art in anything I do. Like you'll probably never see me work a regular job that doesn't include art.
And what are some things people should be educated about or just know in general about Women's History Month?
Um, that's a good question. I think that Women's History Month needs to be longer. Same with Black History Month. And I think Black women should just have like an entire day that's all about us, to be honest, because we are truly the blueprint. But yeah, there's a lot of things that women have done that go unnoticed, or like women have started, or just the fact that like we even didn't have all of our rights not too long ago. So yeah, like it really is an honor being a woman. I think we just need more recognition in many different ways. But yeah.
And last question. Let's see, what kind of impact do you want to leave on your female audience?
I want my female audience, the women, the non-binary folks, literally everybody, to be honest. But like specifically the women, I do want them to feel uplifted and feel worthy after listening to the words that I'm saying. Um, I would never encourage otherwise. I I do feel that like even like my family, the older women in my family that listen to my music, they love what I do have to say about women. So yeah, I feel like if my elders like what I have to say, like then it's approved. So yeah, I really hope that women will just simply feel good after hearing, like even if they're not really hearing what I'm saying, like I hope like some of my lyrics will stick with them and they'll be like, damn, like I really felt that, you know? But yeah, that's all I got.
And I guess, is there anything else you'd like to add for the interview?
I would just like to say thank you for having me. This is super cool. Shout out all the women at NYU. Y'all are amazing. And yeah, stream Eris the Planet.